are now listening to Empty Out the Clip.
This is for grandmas that pass knowledge down to stories and songs. Won't stand now with us no longer. We pay homage to you. Yeah. We pay homage to you. Yeah.
Born and raised in the village 24 in a time way before technology connected us all. I was raised about.
And welcome back to another episode of the EOTC podcast. Empty the Clip. It's your boy Let's, the Ace of Fades, coming to you from the murder capital of NZ, the heartbeat of West Auckland. Joining me tonight on this semi-cold, with Vela as evening out here in the 09, man. I don't know, I'm a bit confused, bro, because it was nice earlier on in the day, but yeah, but to half of my liking. Got Eddie, the man with the ninja assassin knife skills and the heaviest hands of all of West Auckland. How's it going, Uso?
Yo, thanks, Uso. It's been pretty good to be back here to chop it up with you.
Nice. Nah, bro, you're looking sharp there, bro. Mad shout out to the man who's cutting us out tonight, Mr. NSL. Man, get at your boy. This year is 2026, man. We're taking it up another notch, eh? Oh, Seki, also, you know the jewels? Do some shout outs.
Yo, my shout outs to the usuals, my family, Ainga, Westside Fitness Boxing Crew, and my Liston brothers. Special shout out to all the families and all the kids and students that are heading back to work and school. Many blessings to you guys and hopefully for a successful year. And I wanted to make a special shout out to Jaden Lang. Recently visited Samoa on Christmas where my cousin works, Sam Fruin. So shout out to my Uso Sam and Jaden for donating 25,000 to the victim support group in Samoa. So blessings to you guys and wishing you guys many more success in the coming years. So yeah, that's my shout out to us.
Nice. Now, yeah, shout outs to Jaden and his team, bro, for doing what they done, bro, just on this Christmas. And it's not very often you see someone of that guy's caliber head into Samoa on that time of the year, man. So, man of his word, bro. He did say he was going to come back and do something, eh? So, shout out and many blessings to that guy, 100%. Shout outs to my walking crew, man, to the, we don't have an actual official name, but we're calling it the KUB Walking Club with the letter K. We didn't go for a walk. We actually sat down and went to McDonald's. What about that? So shout out to the bros, Dion and Brandon and Dolo. And yeah, all the other boys missing in action. Probably this week we'll try to get back on the horse. Another shout outs to my docs from work, man. It's the first shout out that I'm ever going to make to one of my work group, to Damalatu, my langi. Mushi Toko. It feels like we're passing ships in the night, man. Your shifts don't align with my shifts, but when we do see each other, we do those coffee club dalanos. But yeah, man, love to you, Toko. Another shout out is to the kids, yeah, man. To my girls, they started back at school, man. So it's hard trying to motivate them to go away, but it's like, are you gonna call in sick or are you gonna stay home? But no, shout out to the girls back at school, and to my son Kai, and he's been a handful while he's been at home. But it's good to see him back in a routine. No more seminary, so just up and in the cab and off to school. But yeah, that wraps up my shout out to
Nice, Uso.
Seki. So this podcast is proudly brought to you by the WesWes Network in association with NSL. Shout out to Davita. You can catch more of our content on our webpage, www.weswesnet.com. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple, and iHeartRadio. You can also find our Facebook page. It's a private page. You got to send in a request, but here you can post any content you want the boys to share on this podcast. You also check out our YouTube channel. Producer Cans uploads each week. And you also check out two of our other YouTube channels, the Sport and Film podcast channel on YouTube. So yeah, anything you feel like there is a niche for, man, check out the WesWes Network, man. We got you covered. Seki.
Nice, Uso.
Also, how has the week been, bro? Because you just said it was hot, bro.
I'm struggling in this heat, eh? It's not really the heat, it's the humidity.
Yo.
Like it's just so sticky. But the week was alright, but damn, like on Saturday, Saturday or Friday solid. Like I ordered an Uber to work, eh? And it kept getting hit to the sky, Rawhead or whatever his name is, and like this guy doesn't even move, eh? So I keep cancelling and going to another driver, but it kept going back to the sky, eh? And I was like, solid, like this guy is not even coming. Like I tried cancelling, finding another driver, and keep coming back to him. So it was like, man, like he lives just up the road. The Kawali is just stuck there. So I walked to the house. I was like knocking on the door. I was like, Rohit, come on, bro, let's go, bro. And then his I think his like dad and his wife came to the door, and they're like, "Oh, Rohit's asleep." I was like, "What do you mean he's asleep? Like, why is he accepting the ride then?" And it's like it's on auto accept. And I was like, "Sa ba maika eh." I was like, "What are you doing, bro? This is like twice in a row you've done this. Like, Sunday, if you're not gonna work, just turn your phone off." I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah blah." So I like walked back home and got another cab. I was
Damn.
like, come on, man. Like, God, just
Yo.
switch your phone off, man. But yeah, nah, it's like yeah. And then I was like, nah, don't escalate it too much. And then now work's been a little bit slow lately. Yeah, just you can feel like there's not many customers because like obviously it's back to school, so like a lot of the families like have to buy uniforms and stuff there. And man, like my sister didn't tell me the full cost of her stuff, but man, she got 2 t-shirts, 2 shorts, jandals, Roman sandals, socks. That was like 3 something, like my estimation. But man, it's gone car like for school uniforms. So shout out to all the families and all that. They're getting their kids back to school, man, because that's an effort in itself, especially straight after Christmas.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the families, man. Like parents, you guys, man. All the uncles and aunties that chip in, man, like mad love to you guys because like school's so important, and just to get them that fresh clothes, that fresh start is so important for a successful year. So shout out to all you guys. So yeah, no, that's been my week. It's just been grinding and yeah, almost had a fight with Rawhead from Uber.
Bro, you know what else? I didn't say it in the chat, but bro, we are gonna have a new segment on our podcast. It's called the Empty Out the Clip part of the week.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be about one of these things, like one of the things that pissed you off, right? We're gonna call it shots fired. We're calling it shots fired. Shots fired.
Okay,
Shots fired, bro. Because bro, that is straight like good, bro. Like who does that, eh?
So I wanted to take the bike that was on the front lawn there, but like, nah, this is payment.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna tell the next time someone shows up, don't be a rawhead, bro. You better not be a rawhead,
Don't
bro.
be a rawhead.
Right, I got one of my mates, he's a rawhead, bro. He's a rawhead times 2, bro. Solely. They never do those rawhead ones. So you come in and don't even show up.
Oh,
Solely. He must be moldy. Sorry about that one. Now, yeah, my week's been funny, man, because solid. It's just, yeah, bro. 2 of my kids here are Ma'i. And bro, it's been hot. The aircon's been on blast. We got fans going. Today I finished work, but yeah, it was just hot, man. And doesn't help. They've starting to close up certain parts of the sites down at the train stations, so there's no access to any of the toilets, bro. So I'm gonna say it on here, bro. This is my shots fired, bro. It's one of the guys. He's just like his mother falls asleep when he does handovers to me, bro. And I'm like thinking to myself, come on, bro. Like, I'm trying to be optimistic and try and give you the benefit of the doubt. But it's like, you've been here longer than me, man. Like, why you giving me a hospital pass? He's literally passing me the ball with my undies down, bro. Like, come on, bro. Wait for me to put my uniform on. He's one of those guys who's not the 3 hours later then telling me about something I showed you. Yeah, that's like 3 hours ago. Not the 2 days ago. Oh, sorry, this as well. Was that from 2 days ago? Aye. Yeah, bro. But nah. I got home this morning, so it was hot. Took the kids to school. Yeah, the week hasn't really been much, bro. I didn't make use of my 3-day weekend, bro. And I probably spent most of it just let it out because of the heat, eh? But shout outs to my next door neighbors. So I got new next door neighbors, bro. So like, man, it's funny. Shout outs to my toko, Simiani Mali celebrated his 25 years with his wife. It's going back from high school days, man. And it's funny, man, because I'll be working on a throwback jersey for the old boys and my supplier. Shout out to Michelle as well. She hooked me up with a throwback. But the thing is, the singlets that we last ran is sort of like a script writing for basketball singlets / baseball gear. You know, like you have these open button shirts, but the writing is a script writing, so it looks like a baseball shirt. So she thought it would be a good idea to put it on a throwback, but it's like, oh, throwbacks are supposed to be numbers. Like the numbers is what catches the eye. So yeah, I ended up giving that first sample off to my bro Simeone, and bro, he literally buys everything KOP. Like, if there's something I'm gonna give away for free, or if there's someone who's gonna get that first run, he'll be the first guy to get it. Yeah, man. So I managed to give him a couple of gears, and once that, I just bought from the goodness of my heart, but you deserve it because you always supporting KBK forever, you know. And I like that he tried on the throwback too, because it was like sorry, this is how off the sizes were. I got a six XL sent to me. It's more like a tight 4. You know what I mean? So he's the 3XL, so it was like a 3XL big and like 4XL loose. So the sizing is in between that. So I'd probably be like a 8 or a 9XL, because that's how off the Asian sizes are. But yeah, shout out to my girl Michelle, bro. We've been working on this throwback, man, and I'm like, I've seen that, you know, when you see the 3D thing of it, it's like, oh, surely this looks gangster, eh? So I managed to get Simeone over, and we measured the sleeve, because I said I didn't want like an old school long sleeve. I wanted like it's called knitted, so when you have it like a bit tight, like it's elastic tight. So I said, on the sleeves, on the cuffs, yo. So I said, if we can get that in a tricolor, man, it would make those throwbacks good, eh? Because I don't want it to look like cheap, you know. But the bro said he went to cover and he went out with his missus, and he goes, "Man, I got the most eyes." And I was like, "Where'd you get that from?" I'm like, "That's the one rules, because we need about 40 of them to run it, you know." So I'm glad that I can go to someone like him, and he can go places and people are like, "Bro, where'd you get that from?" So like, hopefully they're not ones that are on Facebook, but they're ones that he can make contacts with, you know. Yeah. But apart from that, yeah, my neighbors, bro, not the do you drink grog ones. It's like, because I was talking to Galolo, to me anyway, we were having this conversation. Do you drink grog? I said, nah. And he's, well, we're going to have prayer meetings during the week. Geharus. Between 3 and 6. I was like, nah, all good, bro. Do whatever. Yeah. And then he came over and he's, come and drop some curries off, brother. But yeah, it's going to be a little loud. I got a band coming. Oos. Bro, your house, my house, bro. You make as much noise as you want. And then the man came in and dropped the curries off at about 6:30. This is the thing that cracked me up. Because vegetarian curries, man, but they were sick, yeah. With the roti bread. So, like, because my girls are into that sort of stuff. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's from the neighbor. So, like, so when the band started, you know, if someone's holding a tambourine, but the way the Indians do it, they have that stick. It's sort of like an American Indian thing. Like, they bang it on the ground, and it's like a tambourine. But it's and
it rings the bells.
So it's like 100 people going like this at one time, right? So like, I just heard this. It's like a deep bongo drum. Then what sounded like 100 American Indians sitting outside my house. They're like, they all started repeating that. Like, totally, I haven't actually anticipated how loud this is gonna be. So I opened my, because to get to my front door, you gotta open a front slider. Then there's another door, and they're both front sliders, but the sound's pretty, depressed out. So like, when I opened up the main door, then I heard the when I got louder. It sounded like they were standing outside my house. So I was like, oh, wait. But you know what? All love and respect to them, bro. Like, I said to the guy, because he came back the next day, because they went till about 12:15, and I said to him, oh, why'd you stop, bro? You should have carried on. He's, I was just mindful of the neighbors. I go, nah, brother, you only knew once. You only celebrate those sort of celebrations once, but you make as much loud sound as you want, bro. Go hard, bro. Yeah. I've been here like almost 18 years. Ain't nobody come and rang the noise control on me, bro. Probably just once, but bro. And he was like, oh no, thank you, bro. But solid, man. That sound coming out of, it was like, solid. If I bear like LEB was playing next door, bro. That's how loud it was, bro. I was like, oh But nah, good on them, bro. Like, they obviously, he said he got the band in from Fiji.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, man. But yeah, I wish I recorded. I was gonna record it, but I was like, nah, that's them having their fun, But pretty crack up, bro. I was like, surely that's pretty loud, eh?
Fiji singing's different, eh?
Yeah, different singing, bro.
Oh, even the rotum stuff. Oh,
yo. But see,
just touches the soul.
But that's what blew my mind was they didn't have any microphones or anything like that. They were just playing acoustically loud. I was like, solid, that's. Bro, shout out to my also Ken, man. We're on the phone and okay, solid, check this out. Solid, where's that? Okay, the garage and the deck next door. So they're on their deck and he's solid. That's loud, eh? That's loud, man. I was like, yo, it's pretty loud. But nah, it's pretty sicky, man. Catching up with the neighbor the next day. I said, bro, hope you had a good night, man. Like, it sounded legit, like it was lit, eh?
Yo, nice.
They obviously weren't drinking or anything. They were just having cover in there. So I was like, nah, sicky, I feel mu as. But other than that, man, Five has had a mean week of eating like different cuisine over the weekend, bro. It's like solid that curry plus my missus cooking plus my cooking. So they just spoiled for choice, bro. That's probably why I'm hot. It's like, put on a bit of weight eating. Got the sweats and stuff.
Well, especially for the holiday weekend, eh? Like, man, it's just one big meal after the other.
Yeah, man. My kids conned me into making a curry on Friday night, and then they didn't even eat Like the way they were talking, you know, you should make this, then you should make this, then didn't even need it. You know, my dog, bro, my dog is like a well-fed dog, bro. Like, if anyone wants a dog, it's probably like 10 kgs overweight. Let me know, man, because this guy is like, sorry. Yeah, good. He's half Samoan, half Tongan, so yeah, if anyone's interested.
I was cracking up at your shirt. You talking about shirt sizes?
Yo.
Because, man, like, in Bali, eh? So I was just walking by and the guy's, brother, I got your size, brother. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? He goes, oh, what are you, 5, 6, 7 XL? And I was like, oh, yeah, run about there. He goes, oh, brother, I got King Kong size.
Oh, that King Kong.
I was like, what? Yeah, King Kong. And then I was like, wow, that's a bit weird. And then, like, my bro Graham goes, oh, no, you're going to hear it a lot. So, like, every day walk past people, hey, I got King Kong for you. King Kong.
King Kong.
So that's the size we need for your t-shirts is King Kong.
I might have to go into the next Asian store. Go, any King Kong size? And see what they say. Hey, okay, yeah, the 8XL start over there. I'm like, hey. Nah, at least the singers here, like, I always get a safe part to get my Mickey Apples. At least with them, they look at me. If I can, they're 5, and he looks at me. Oh, no. At least he's honest, eh? At least he's honest, eh? Just for me. Oh, no. That one at the back. Sorry, no size. Pretty straight to the point, eh? They're saying a guy had the same part. Malos. Yeah, at least he's
they got
honest.
no filters, eh? Even when you go to the, the smorgasbord.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, $2 charge if you overfill plate.
Oh, like the little ones, eh?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been in a couple of times in the takeaway plate and I've seen someone fill the lid up like, oh, it's not part of the plate. And they go, if you can't close it, that's an extra $2, $3. I was like, so, wait, you just heard the man telling you can't even fill the lid and you're still going hard.
I seen someone bring their own rubber bands.
Oh, sorry.
I kid you not. He had 3 rubber bands. He was doing it. He'd do 2 to close it and then 1 to go the other way. The long way.
But man, you gotta be like no ma to, you know, when it says $9, eh, and it's a medium plate and it's takeaway and you're filling it up like it's bigger than the bigger plate. I'm like, surely this lady has no ma in her at all.
Sick.
No, that's been my week, bro. Nothing interesting there. But I think I'm a sunburn, eh, because I didn't get any. Like after I did the lawn the other day.
Yep.
It's like, you know when your skin starts to get that little, oh no, is that peeling?
Like that,
Yeah, right, because I just put water on my back. Yeah. I think I'll just stay like this. Seki, bro. We'll get into a couple of our topics. I think you shared one, bro. And it's been an interesting week, as I was mentioning to producer Cans, but it's been an interesting week of news all over the place, say.
Yo.
But, bro, we'll get into something like probably really need attention. The New Zealand scrap open pathways visas for 2 new PSV and the GWSV ones.
Yeah. So I was on that shared it to the chat. So basically, like, there wasn't any like talk about it. There wasn't any consultation about it. Like the government just basically started switching these out. So they went from the RSE scheme that we're on at the moment. They're phasing it out for the GWSV, so it's the Global Workforce Seasonal Visa. And the difference between this one and the old one is that the old one kind of was catered towards the Pacific Island nations. And so we can negotiate how many workers will come in and, you know, the criteria in which they get selected, how much the visa costs for the families to send them over here. And, you know, not only do they come and work, but they actually get upskilled. Like a lot of the farmers will teach them about horticulture and stuff.
Yeah.
So this new system, basically, it's more expensive. So it's expensive to access with higher fees, like 3 to 4 times higher. Pacific workers to pathways they are scrapped for the meat and seafood industry. So they kind of dropped those 2 schemes away. They were like off-branch schemes.
Yeah.
And then like basically communities, you know, like our villages back in Samoa, because the workers are not coming here to upskill, they lack that knowledge for horticulture, especially now with climate, with global warming and climate change affecting the Pacific Islands and changing the way that we farm. especially the use of water. It's gonna have a massive impact on our knowledge that we learn from here. Especially with new technologies, the use of drones, stuff like that, which we can implement back in Samoa. The pathways to potential industries are closed. So basically, like if you came here to work in horticulture and you're like, oh man, like I want to work into making like organic pesticides, stuff like that. Like we can learn that through the pathway system. Now it's been scrapped, and also like basically that avenue for our people to find residency is now closed off. So it's catering more to a global workforce that includes our Filipinos and our Indians and Chinese. But before it was focused on Pacific Islanders, now that focus is gone. Like we have to compete with all these other workforces around the world. So it's a bit of a stab in the back because we've always said that we've had a special relationship with New Zealand, with Polynesians and whatnot, and how we have that connection, especially with the whanua, and upskilling our Pacific Island neighbors. So now it's being cut off a little bit. So it's like it's getting hard for us to kind of like make a living. You know what I mean? Especially like with workers when they work here for the 3 or 4 months, that's like a year's salary back in Samoa. So it's kind of. It's not only the change, but how the government's done it. Like they've done it without any media coverage or anything at all. So, yeah, very sad indeed.
Man, that's amazing that you've highlighted those things. But even what it means for the seasonal worker to come, like say, there's that guy Joe who's pretty much become the most famous Samoan to come over as a seasonal worker picking apples down in Flaxmere.
Yep.
But like seeing all those guys, all those jobs go, like they're jobs that Kiwi people don't want to do anymore. The pickies, like the picking apples and stuff, they're jobs that predominantly Samoans often take. Like let's be real, you'll never see Indians and Filipinos try and get into that field of work because the people that the country's actually letting in are skilled work. A lot of them usually sparkies, have sort of trades, right? So it's pretty dumbfounding that they've gone and done this. It's pretty much going to stop, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the next month or two we start to see farmers talk about, hey man, we've been putting out all these jobs, but because of this change here, it's affected us because we didn't have the people to come in. Like we got the jobs here, but we didn't have the manpower to actually do it because of what's happened now. So, man, it just seems like I don't know whether we're touching on stuff that's probably happening before it actually happens, but it seems like it, because I can see like I don't see Joe doing his stuff anymore, but he's usually here. Like during this season, he would have gone home. They would have come back, or they usually head back in August, before it gets real wet. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That they've gone and done that.
Yeah, especially like the way they've done it too. It's just kind of like under the rug kind of thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it's hard to imagine any other ethnicities out there doing that work, man, and especially farming. Our orchards are gonna feel it big time, bro. Because not even Kiwis want to do those jobs, man. Gone are the days where people like look at the farming out here in the strawberry fields and the watermelon fields. In the watermelon fields, you predominantly see Pacifica, either Tongans or Samoans, selling them on the side of the road. I mean, because the farms have got to a point where they can't even hire manpower to go and farm that stuff. They don't want to hire machinery to go and pick up all those watermelons without damaging them. But I mean, you get to a point where you can go, bro, you pick as much as you want, however much tonnage, and you can just pay half of it. Whatever you sell it for is yours. So I don't know.
Like, have we not learned from COVID? When COVID and we had the lockdowns and we had like no access to those workers, like, and they were begging New Zealanders to jump on, and no one came, and you had fruits that were like basically rotting on the lines. Yeah, it was bad, man.
Yeah, bro. This government needs to go, bro. Like I can't paint it any other way.
Yo.
But yeah, they're just far out. It's not an exciting time to be in New Zealand, man. Shit. Far out.
Cirky.
Oh, bro, this is gonna be one of the most weirdest ones I've seen. But man, we both smile with our second teeth. Bro, what about the singer doing the Mount Wellington on practice said he's not even a qualified and licensed freaking dancer. Solid at it. How scary is that? and operating an X-ray machine. Aye.
Yo. Yeah, Chingling Lee, 70. I was telling you, his business spread because of word of mouth. Like, that's how fast it spread. But basically, he just did a favor for a friend, and it just spread like wildfire. He was getting 20 patients a week.
Right.
Yeah, so he did dentistry in China, migrated to New Zealand to be with his family, but he applied to be a dentist here, but he failed the English test, so he couldn't communicate. So it's like, aye. So due to the English barrier, he basically just started doing it in his house, in a room. And the reason why this is bad, like people say, oh no, it's all good, he could do it for cheap, is that you have consumer protection. If something goes wrong, and if something does go wrong, and that this guy's under the table, you won't get health insurance. So that's why they shut him down.
I reckon in some far-fetched sort of world, bro, you could allow him to practice, bro. Like, someone given that sort of skill at that age who came from that sort of line of work back home. It's the same as barbers, bro. I'm not trying to say that, dentistry is like elite in certain parts of the world, but like there's some truth to it, right? Like people go to Turkey to get their teeth done. Like that dentistry standard is not here yet, but who's to say that this guy didn't come from wherever he came from?
Yeah.
And he's probably better than freaking 50% of the dentists that we've got in place because they're still new, you know what I mean? So like
100%.
for someone who's got that wealth of knowledge in that industry, like, and he failed the English test. Like I don't
exactly. He was a cleaner.
What's stopping like people just to come and be like, oh bro, we can now practice, but we'll get a translator to translate for him. Like
100%
stuff like that, bro. It's like if this guy has obviously got a niche and like people can't afford it, it's like, well, there's your ticket. Like help him get into community work where people can afford to go and see him, right? And get him the accreditation and the help that this guy can carry on practicing. If he's at the age of 70, like fuck half the Kiwis here start to want to retire at 60. Like this guy's in his 70s, he's still got the craft. Like fucking give it to him, man. Let him do it.
20 patients a week.
Man, he's probably the guy that's just happy to collect whatever money he's earning from doing this stuff instead of worrying about insurances and stuff. But like there should be some sort of way that this guy can operate, man. Surely.
King Kong dentistry.
King Kong dentistry. Yes.
Let's go.
Man, bro, surely he could do gold teeth. Easy. But I mean, something as simple as like fillings and that. Like, really? Come on, man. He's probably, like, he was operating an X-ray machine. Like, fuck, if this guy was doing it all by himself, I've been to dentists where they're like, oh, go see the nurse, she will help you, the anesthesiologist will talk you to you. And then this guy's just doing jack shit. He just shows up and and he goes, all right, sprays water on his mouth and he's okay, you need a couple of fillings. After looking at X-ray, this guy's probably doing all that work by himself, man. Far out.
Yeah, I reckon give him a chance, man. Yeah, like you
said. Give him a chance, bro.
Put him into a clinic, a licensed clinic, get him licensed, and have him doing all the Chinese patients.
Yo, hard.
Yo.
What's the bit? And considering that there's a vast majority of Asian people here, what's the bit that guy probably get more work than any other dentist here?
Bro, facts.
So like all these doctors and nurses and dentists who don't want to deal with those guys, well, let this guy have it. He's in his 70s, man. He's still working shit. Yeah. But Carlo fight.
Not the $3 charge if you use the extra pad.
The first time is $20 and the next time is $180. Wow.
Sick.
Nice sauce. Oh, we'll share something that Kaiser brought up, and there's still no money for the villages affected by the Manawa Nui boat saga out in the villages in Samoa.
Yo.
But how pathetic and ugly is that, man? Come on, haters, all you people in the comments still talking about us like, go get our own navy to go clean up that mess. Where you at now? Like, look, how long has it been?
Oh,
shocking, bro.
Now.
What,
yeah.
So is New Zealand government just pretending like it didn't happen? It feels like it's already gone that way, yeah. Like it didn't happen.
Well, they paid $6 million to the Samoan government. The Samoan government's holding it. And the Samoan government's thinking of returning the $6 million for a bit more. But I reckon return the $6 million and just say to our government, the New Zealand government, just take the boat, please. Because we don't know the effects of leaving the boat there for ages gonna cause. And I'm thinking about the village, not now, but like 50, 80, 100 years down the track where it's still there. We don't know the effects of, all the plastics and the diesel residue will have an effect in the reef and the ecosystem. So we got to be careful. And like I'm saying this as a New Zealander, like it's our responsibility to take it out, man. Like seriously, like as a Kiwi Samoan, like I feel ashamed that we've left it there. We've always prided ourselves at being the Katiaki or guardians of the Pacific, and yet when a boat sank there, by mistake, we've just left it there to seep into the ocean. So I think it's our responsibility to claim insurance on it and just try and get it back out, bring it back to New Zealand waters. Because just leaving it there just leaves a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic, eh? Like, they've got insurances, man. There's these help funds that they could do, bro. Like, just to leave it this long and pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, yeah, Samoa will sort it. Just remember, man, it was the Samoan vessels that came through and helped rescue all those Kiwis on that burning ship, man. Like, far out. And this is the thanks that they get.
Yeah.
Just the silent treatment and just the scene.
Yeah.
Like 6 million, what the hell is that gonna do? That ain't shit, man. It's jack shit. It's shocking, man. It's disappointing, bro. And it's embarrassing to be part of New Zealand when we do shit like this. You know what I mean?
It's like a skeleton in the closet. But like our militaries always pride themselves on legacy, what they've left behind. We've stood toe to toe with the US and basically said to them, "Hey, look, no nuclear warships in our waters." We stand toe to toe on issues with nuclear testing in the Pacific, and yet we just left a leaking boat and leaking diesel. Like it's just contradicting what we've always stand for. And I know a lot of the military personnel will be like, "Nah, yeah, we need to get it out," because like it's our pride, really. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a cousin who worked on that boat back in his prime. I'm sure if he spoke to a lot of his crewmen that, man, the only rightful thing would be to bring the boat home because it's ours.
Yo.
Why would you want to leave it in the Pacific for? Right? Let's go and get our boat. Like, that sounds so... Oh, that's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, New Zealand government, come on, do better, man.
Yeah.
Do right by your naval soldiers, bro. Like, far out. This is the payback they get for their service to the country, and we'll just leave their ship that they served on out in the Pacific somewhere. Like, how dumb is that?
It's just sad that it's still an issue now. It's been so long.
How do you? Second about also, or got our comments corner. What do you got for us, Us?
Comments corner, just a short and small one. Shout out to Westside Okalangi. And I just want to say, how's Vailima and all the rest of you boys in the comments? So, waiting for you guys to jump back in if you guys are busy, and just let us know what's going on with your families and whatnot. So drop us a line in the comments. But just a quick one, because summer's here basically, and we're facing the heat of it right now. And a lot of us will be on that journey of getting fit and going for our walks and whatnot. I just want to know, and please comment this or drop it into our Facebook page. What's your top 3 working out songs? The top 3 songs that get you in that
I love it.
that mindset of, yo, I'm gonna smash it out. I'm gonna work out. So please, like, drop your top 3 songs. You can do top 4 if you want, but top 3. Like, I wanna keep that niche small of your
Top 3.
your gym songs, your smash it songs. So yeah, and that's it from Comments Corner.
Nice, Us. Bro, we're gonna pick that too, Us. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go, what's the song you're vibing to this week? Like, bro, because everyone's got their best, eh?
Yeah.
Bro, I love that one, Us. For your top 3 gym ones, sorry. Because I need some motivation some days, bro. I haven't been listening to my speaker at work for ages. Like, and I need a new song, bro. I need a new song. So hopefully someone can comment down below, eh? And get us.
I'm keen
the
for these
inspiration
songs,
again.
man. Yo.
Sure, Us. Our local sport and news. I don't have much sport. I didn't collect any results from the Sean Johnson and the Georgia Hale comp that happened over the weekend. The Warriors hosted. But I do have some local news, bro. I don't know if you caught, but there was a lady walking across the harbour bridge, Solly.
Oh yeah, I saw the
Bro,
video.
then all these people on the bus like taking video of her, like, oh, call off her, bro. This lady, I hope she's safe, man, and I hope
Yo.
like she must be going through some mental health issues, man. Because bro, just the fact that she managed to get onto the motorway, like I thought there would have been some sort of AI sensors that would have detected motion of a person, right? Because most people that doing like roadworks, you know, they'll shut down the lane before they get on. But this chick was literally walking up the zero fox like in the the outside lane, so like, it's dangerous, man. But I hope she's alright. Destiny Street met by the police trying to walk over the bridge. Met with some force, bro. So I love that the police actually got truly well ahead before they could even make their way on. Because, bro, that they're just trying to, I don't know, just ignore all the, the safety precautions, especially for a big church as them. Yeah, like, in my head, it's like, I didn't think it was, like, good planning, man. Like, obviously the plans to go over and planned was rejected so many times, and yet they still try to do it. It's like, man, safety first, bro.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Yeah.
But now it's good to see the police out in numbers, like to protect, the safety of those people. Because I did see there was like Gamaikis too, man. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, you don't want to
teach them to do stuff like that, yeah, bro. And the last one, bro, the Pakuranga Bakery, famous for their horse pies, mate, withdrawn by the council, bro, and forced to take their pie off the shelf, bro. And I'm gonna say this once, bro. Anyone and everyone who wants to do anything food, man, just remember, if you got an established bakery, remember the health and safety is where you can buy your meats from, registered butchers and these people, mate, who decided to do the horse meat pie. Bro, if you can't get a receipt for the amount of meat that you just bought, come on, man. Use your brain, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't justify where you got the meat from, bro. That's not deemed as safe. Yeah. But yeah, pretty shocking, bro.
You get worms and stuff like that, so you got to be careful.
Bro, the amount of parasites, you don't know if that's been stored at the right level in between, from when it was, a carcass to even like just storage, bro. Like, or that can be lost, when you're safe and you buy direct from a butcher, that's well chilled and safe, kept that safe, freezing temp or whatever.
Good temperatures,
Good temperatures, bro. Like, that's the stuff that kills
control,
us.
Yo.
Yeah, man. So, that guy, bro, he went as far as making TikTok videos about his horse pie. Like, think before you act, bro. Like, that was a big no-no way. So, glad that the council actually stepped in and stopped them from doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much our sport and news, or local sport and news.
Yo, thank you. Nice, that was a good recap.
Solid, what have you been watching? Have you been watching anything worth watching?
No, I've just been watching Fallout Season 2.
Oh yeah, what's that on?
Yeah. It's on most streaming sites. Those streaming sites. But yeah, no, it's been alright. It's been good. And then just watching a little bit of YouTube, just some of the other podcasts, and watching Jaden Lang's video, him going to Samoa. So that was pretty awesome. I think I've got him going to India pinned for my next video to watch. But yeah, nothing much really. How about you?
Oh, bro, yeah, I just be stuck on YouTube, babe. Be watching what's his name? Liam Roberts, the one who found their barn-find Land Cruiser, and then he slowly built it up. He's actually bought another 105 for his dad. So now, yeah, Land Cruiser seems to be the go-way, like over in Oz. But yeah, this guy's done a lot of work to it, to the point that, I think, which blew me away is he was doing the gas seals for the exhaust, bro, because he said he started to smell petrol coming through the floor. I was like, you think he would have done that first, bro? Because before all of that, he's done like lights, tints, like all the aesthetic stuff, like he put a new wrap on it, put like a tint on the roof. I'm like, why'd you do all of that and you didn't do the gasket first? Funny dude, man. Been watching him. Also caught some of the Us Gang's new videos. I think he did Shark Tank, mockery of that.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty funny. Eh?
I haven't watched that yet. Yo.
Yeah, it's got what's her face from New Film, and she's also on Tina. Is it Gabby Solomon?
Oh yeah, Gabby. Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
She is funny on that Shark Tank. So man, just some of the shit that she comes out of her mouth, bro. I'm like, bro, I can't. But yeah, Javier's on that one, and Docs Fale, he's on that one.
Yeah.
I was also watching. The guy's name is, I think it's Mac and Ollie. This is that guy I told you he was working on that cabin.
Yeah.
And then he bought that deck for his camper van. And I've been watching more of his stuff. He's actually got a YouTube channel, man. It's pretty clean, eh? Like all the stuff he had. The last video he shared was having his family over for Christmas. Oh, it's pretty cool, bro. He had his dad up in his gym that he built out of a container. He had his sister and her husband, 2 kids in a air tent. It was like a glamping tent. It was like pretty flash, eh? And then he had one of the guests staying inside. But so for Christmas they rolled out a 40-meter, it was like 40 by 4-meter tarp of plastic.
Yeah.
And he made a slipper slide for the siblings and his nieces in there to play on.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, eh? And because he lived on a bit of a rainforest and a slope, he got it. Even the old man, his dad, jumped on and had a go. I was like, oh, but that's pretty cool, eh? But yeah, it just brought back memories of me, like in my mum's house, like when we used to try and do that up on the lawn. Funny, man. Dishwashing liquid, man. So, yeah, that's all I've been watching. We'll get into some opinions. So, I apologize to Filippo and a couple of people who have been posting on our page, but these have obviously been backlogged from January and late December. But we'll do some quick fire opinions on this. And that was after Anthony Joshua knocked out what's his face? Was it Jake Paul?
Jake Paul, yeah.
Yeah, and then he wanted to get our opinion on this, and it was, why would you ask a boxer to step into the ring for a wrestling match?
Yeah.
And that's against his brother. And he said, thoughts. I'll go first on this one. It's all about the money, man. It's all about the money. I think if you look at it from a boxing point of view, getting into wrestling, like I bet if you saw Ronda Rousey, she was like the hottest commodity in women's UFC, and that's just mixed martial arts. So that caters to a certain audience. Like there's probably a lot of rugby league guys who's probably got into UFC because of Ronda Rousey. But now imagine a Ronda Rousey's audience when she went to the wrestling. It's even bigger, you know what I mean? So I think for the likes and for the followers, do it, man, because Anthony Joshua, there'll be a market that he's never tapped into via wrestling, and like, you know, I reckon that's the reason why you do it. Not so much for the showmanship and trying to be the next Rock or anything, but imagine if he did do like a wrestling match and the doors would open like it did for the Rock. I look at it from that point of view. So now I thought, bro, do it, man, because these two brothers were literally just doing kids sort of content, right? And look at them now.
Those kids are grown up now, so they got money, adult money.
And now they're growing up, and look at the doors is open. It's literally done the Rocky come to life, man. These guys are promoted. Like, these guys are big promoters, like bigger than Don King almost, you know? And they're using like the platform. So, I don't know, bro. It might be like, oh, that's dumb. But in my head, it's like, bro, imagine if Anthony Joshua went up against the Big Show. So I would watch that. I would watch that. I would like to see him choke slam his ass into the ground. Like, yeah, but yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on that one.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's just exposure to their different audience, their YouTube audience. You know, with kids that don't really watch sports. You know, they probably watch just Jake box all these like has-beens, and now he's boxing like a active actual boxer. It's like, it's a different beast.
Yeah, I'll take another example. When Brock Lesnar came over, we never knew him as I'd never watched any of his fights, but when I saw this dude freaking look like what's that guy from Street Fighter, you know, the Russian dude?
Oh, Zangief.
He looked like Zangief, but the Balangi version of him. So I was like, what the fuck is this dude? He's bigger than Mark Henry, bro. Like, I was like, what the hell? And he was doing that flip. I was like, solid, this guy, bro. It's like, he's bigger than Goldberg. And yeah, you know, you saw Goldberg, like, he was larger than life, bro. Like, he made The Rock look small. Then when that guy came along, I was like, who the fuck is this? Then he went back to UFC. They're like, oh, this guy can actually rock through hands, eh? So Cain Velasquez kicked his ass and went back to WWF and it's like, solid, bro. The guy's a phony, yeah. The guy's a phony, bro. But it's like seeing that sort of shit, man. You know, you open up doors for everybody. I posted this one also, and it's I don't know if you saw, it's the Giannis, the basketball unspoken rule about, you know, like when your team's up and you don't dare do a basketball dunk because your team's up. Like it's an unspoken rule,
It's
right?
like there's no time left, basically.
Yeah. It's pretty much the game's done, and then someone does a show pony stunt like that,
Yeah.
and then the guys get offended. Like, what's your thoughts on that, Oos?
Hey, yeah, it's unspoken rule been held down for ages, so yeah, a little bit of disrespect, a little bit of show pony ship, but yeah, I don't know. That's up to the old guys in the team to be like, hey, you know, we don't do that. You know, it's their responsibility to let the young ones know. Yeah. But if you didn't know, then fuck.
Yeah, well, that's it, eh? Nah, well, I was listening to the commentator, and he was like, "Hey, bro, they shouldn't be getting angry about it. They shouldn't be getting angry about it because it's like it is an unspoken rule, right? It's like, bro, just show up, but the thing that cracks me up is like, bro, Americans are the worst at that freaking all this shit, right? They show purdy and all that shit. It's like, damn, to get offended over something like that, it's like, come on now, relax, man, relax. Oh, there's another push from Filippo, and this was the showing. Is this the showing of the times, or is it the showing of the post security at Bunnings? And this people trying to make a run with their goods without paying.
Oh,
And there was a video to it, bro, and I was like thinking to myself, bro, I think it's both, eh? I think it's both, but man, yeah, Bunnings does have pretty guy security, yeah. That's why they always check receipts and stuff. But I do know, it's like if you go through the the driving, you know, there's a lot of people just like, did you really declare that? I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Also, is it showing the times? Because it's a trade store, so it's not like it's food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be careful. They could be holding timbers, tools, any blunt or sharp instruments. So yeah, it's got to be a bit iffy. Maybe have two security guards. You know, they can back each other up just in case. You know, to stop them and de-escalate the situation. But and I think it is the showing of the times because we went to Kmart in Henderson and we bought some stuff. Me and the Uso. And we walked towards, we paid for everything. And we're walking towards the security guy. And the security guy was this small Inkia guy. And he looked at us, and I looked at him. And I was just about to pull out my receipt to show to him. And suddenly he went on his knees and he was tying a shoelace.
We're trying to pretend that you didn't walk past.
And I was like,
damn.
I was like, I was going to show you my receipts. But yeah, I think it's the times, and it's getting worse. And with a place like Bunnings, man, like there's so many like sharp, heavy machinery, anything that they can use as a weapon to get out of there. It's like you got to be careful, and you got to have like good comms and good security. You know, hey, watch out for this guy. He grabbed this, he grabbed that, because you can even walk in there and grab an axe or a machete.
Yeah, bro. That's like the flea market, eh? When you see at the flea market, they got like all the sapelus out. With the axes it out. It's like, they just sitting right there. It's like, what's to say that someone doesn't just grab one and be stupid with it, eh?
Yo, facts.
So as mentioned last week, I said that there was a post from the Auckland Blues page and they shared their first 3 positions for their All-Star 30-year anniversary team of the legends for the Auckland Blues. And they started off with Tony Woodcock, Kevin Mealamu, and Olu Brown. Now, we had a few people that commented on them. You better read some of those comments also on some of the 15 that were, and read who posted them.
Robin Brook and Paddy at the Locks, Zinni Iceman, Kano, Lucy's, Officer, Carlos, Sam, Ironi, Lomu, Joey Cashmore. That was from Sai. Another one is anonymous member, Case Muse, Mialamu, Ngā Fasi, Ali Williams, Tuipolotu, Jones, Nick Williams, 8, Kano 6, Divine, Carlos, Ma'a, Sunny Bill, Rupeni, Lomu Mills, and from Cam, front row plus Ali Williams, Flavo, Zinni, Jones, Kaino, Tunu, King, Carlos, Lomu, Sunny Bill Williams, Toyava, Rupeni, Nick Evans.
Nice.
Yo.
Oh, do you follow the Blues? Did you have your team named off the top of your head?
I wrote it down. So after the top 3, I got the same, but I put Ali Williams, Tuipolotu at 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I got Jerome Kano, Michael Jones, and Zinzan Brook, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
9, I put Brian Kelleher. I know he's not popular, but 10, Carlos Spencer, obviously. I'm same with all the others, except for I put Isaiah Tuyava at 14.
Yo.
Everyone's gone for John Olomu, so I'll go Joe Rokotoko at 11 just to be different. And man, you know who I put for 15, and you know a lot of people went for because a lot of people in the comments on the main page were going for a Christian Cullen,
Yeah.
but I chucked Charles Piutau
Oh, yo. Yeah.
at 15, yeah, and everyone's putting like Nonu in that, but man, just because he's a Westie, Sam Toots Bo,
Yo.
yo, like that, yeah.
I don't know, because I agree with that anonymous guy. He put Williams, bro. Like, yeah, I used to like. I don't know. I can't vividly remember Zinni playing
Yeah,
number 8, but what I do know is that Zinni didn't know how to pass the ball. He did not know how to play the pass the ball. If you look at when lineouts used to happen, so Sai, if you're listening, when lineouts used to happen back then, the lifting, like Zinni wasn't a jumper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nick was a lifter, but they did lift Nick at the back.
Yeah.
And it was weird, bro. I remember there was a couple of lineups where he'd go up against Chris Jack and he would even catch the ball over Chris Jack because that's how far Milami was throwing the ball, bro. So if he coming down with the ball, now imagine if you doing a Willie away off the top, throwing to Divine, and you threw the miss pass in front of Carlos Spencer and Mao was running onto it. It's fucking game over, bro. You can't make these plays up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Sam was a direct runner, so it was like, okay, he'd have to catch the ball like off a moving lineout, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about stuff off the top of the lineout, like Zinni. He's fucking never passed the ball, bro. But Nick, he could catch the ball and pass, bro. And he was one of those beat the first, second defender, and he had the offload. Like, the guy you want running off your shoulder is the guy like Ma'anonu, who could obviously smash through the first 3 defenders and could throw a ball to Sonny Paul. Imagine Sonny Paul's got offloads for days, bro. You know what I mean? That dude will probably be on the ground and still offload the ball. Like, Sully, that team alone, like, from that anonymous guy, it's like, Sully, that's a fucking mean team, bro. You know? But it's like, and plus, Divine's one of those, I like the way Divine used to not overthink the pass, you know what I mean? Whereas Ofisa was a running, like that to me is too much confusion for your forwards to know where the ball's going, bro. It's like, go, man, you're trying to run it, then he's like running the opposite way. He was the first to invite the, reverse pass, but it's like, have a look at the structure of those guys that used to play in that era. There wasn't any structure, bro. You know, it was literally sevens play.
Off the cuff, yeah.
Off the cuff, bro, yeah. It was sort of, yeah, man. It was sort of like the early Warriors before the Warriors were a team, you know?
Yep.
But now, yeah, I agree with the anonymous, bro. Whoever that guy is probably a really intelligent rugby sports star, mate. You know, really Jordan. Now, Seki boys, we'll probably post the actual last jib team that they name, and we'll see, because I think they're doing it by votes, from what I've seen. Yeah. See, so I think the Ali Williams and Paddy with the second row, and I think the number 8, 6, and 7 was pretty much Jones, Kaino, and Zinzan Brook.
I saw someone did a all Polynesian blues team.
Yo,
Did you see that? And they had at number 10 Tasesa Lavea.
Oh, the team's already lost by that guy's first. Sorry about that. It was...
But yeah, they even had like Tom Robinson at 19 because he's got Samoan heritage. I was like, that's cool. Ihaya West. Sick.
Seki, bro, we'll get into our memory lane. I thought this was a good memory lane. I thought about sports teams. Like, I seen a photo of the New Way tag, and I read the post, and it was those guys were the first New Way tag, and it was probably like the first time that the villagers of the New Way community had actually put forward a team, and in that team is one of the guys, Chris Lokini Tama. I played rugby with. He's a Manawa boy, but I first met this guy. It was probably at the age of like 12, and he was a winger, bro. I'll tell you this much, man. This guy could step, man. He was that guy. He was like the Roger of our era, man, but just tall and skinny, man. And so I remember watching this guy, and he didn't talk much, right? But I remember we played a game up in Whangarei against Northland. and he was so casual about picking up the ball. But when he ran the ball back, it was like watching Roger Tuivasa, bro. He just stepped like 6 or 7 other guys. But he played one wing, and in my under 14 team, and Steve Matai played the other wing. So that was like the talent that Manawa had, like back in the day. But fuck, he was something else, bro. And like, so the memory lane for us is that, can you name a team that you saw or you played with, and just some of the guys that they had the raw talent, the talent, like he's like, bro, these guys are epic, man. Like, man, that's like their natural gift, you know what I mean? But yeah, just going off that tag photo, man. Shout outs to Chris, bro. Where you at, man? I hope you are well, bro. It's been a minute since I've seen you, bro. But seeing that 2007 New Age tag team and seeing your face there, bro, it's like, bro, yeah, that guy was groundbreaking, man. Fucking just give him the ball, bro. He was one of those guys who he was like, just give him the ball, just give the ball to him and watch him do his thing, man. It was like that. It was a privilege to watch, bro. Like, he was awesome, me.
Yeah, we had a similar guy at Liston. A Tongan Toko brother. His name was Lomano Lemiki. He currently plays for
Japan, is he?
Japan, yeah.
Benny's little brother, yo.
Benny's little brother, yo. So I remember we were playing first 15 against, I forgot what school it was. But Solly, like, it was like we were kind of in that rut at the moment. Like, we had 2 losses prior to this game. And it was just like, like there was no heart in the day.
Yeah.
And I just remember Manu grabbed the like an inside cut ball from one of our centers, and he just kept stepping left, and he stepped probably like 4 of the guys in the other team and scored a try. And then at that moment it was like, oh, and like no one ran in support. Like it was kind of like, oh, bro, he's not gonna get tackled. So we were just waiting for him to go down, and then step, try. We were like, hey. But yeah, no, he had like, that guy had like raw talent, eh?
Yo.
Just needed that fine tuning. But yeah, like, well, he found that fine tuning. He's playing for Japan, so
yo.
Nah, man. Yeah, big shout out to Lamano, man.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see any other talent growing up, or from the intermediate days or primary school days?
Probably like we're playing against other schools like McLean's, Edgewater. There was a few boys that stood out, but I never got their names. But yeah, I just remember watching some of the talent from our own team. Just some small mentions. Valentino Stewart, even Graham Tipiatu currently plays gridiron over in Perth. Yeah, Nick Frost, Aaron Huddlestone. Like, there's heaps, but they end up, the careers got in the way. You know what I mean? Some became police officers, some became social workers. But yeah, I think out west we're spoiled for talent. Hey, I remember there was a winger from the Kelston 3rd 15, and he scored like 3 tries against us. He got a hat trick. I think he was Tuvalu, if I remember. I never got his name, but he was gangster. But I don't know if he ever went further. But yeah, Seki.
Nice, Us. Yeah, I spoke to my bro Ken Petia up in he's up in Adelaide at the moment, and we were just throwing names around, like, of do you remember that guy? Do you remember this guy? And shout out to my bro Petla Pepe, because we had a real deep, like, sorry, like going back to the Boom McLeod, the Walter Dixon, Roller Mills days. Shit. And he was telling me, like, because he came over to Kelston 1 year, his only year that he came over, and he played centre, so he did a repeat year. But he was like year 10, playing in like 98. He was like playing first 15, only hung up, played a final against someone at Mount Eden, or Eden Park, and then Kelston played St. Kitts, the final, the 1A final. But that was the 1B, or the 2A final. But he was playing 10, bro, and like, this guy was talented, bro. Like, but when he told me I was a halfback, then he named the guys that he played with, and these were guys that went on to, like, Tony Kumau, and that they came up through that grade, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, true it is. Yeah, man, we all played Roller Mills together, and I was like, so that's crazy. So I was fortunate enough to play with Bill McLaren, and I played with like guys like that guy Chris and Nonu. But man, some of the stuff that me and Nonu used to do, like, when I think about it, like, because we were small for inside back pairing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you went to school with Arona Sa.
He was older
Yeah, so-
than us. Yeah.
So Arona Sa, I played with him, bro, and he was like one of the young bucks on our team, bro.
Yeah.
But man, talk about hard, like, you know, for
Yeah.
because our boys were quite small, man. Like, what's stand next to the other backlines, suddenly we were like tiny as. But you know, they say, man, it's not about the size of the dog, it's the heart in the dog and the fight, bro. Some of the tries we used to score was like, bro, we were running guys rampant, you know. Because I remember playing a game against Waitakere College, and I remember when I left primary, like a lot of the guys were like at Waitakere, but they were much older.
Yeah.
So like we would have been form 2. These guys are like 4th form. Bro, we showed up to Waitakere, bro, and we were playing. I think it was their 4th grade. We played their 4th grade. We're only like an under 12s team. This is our Bull McLaren team, under 13s. But a lot of us were like 12. Probably like 3 or 4 guys were 13.
Yeah.
But we kept them scoreless, man. I give you that much. We kept them scoreless for like a good 40 minutes. And I remember scoring a try. And I remember there was a guy. His name was Tom. I forgot his last name, but he went to Henderson Intermediate. Gama was skinny, tall, and hit like a rock, bro, honestly. But I remember running into him, bro, and like getting hit. And I remember him hitting me bang on my sternum.
Yeah.
So wherever Tom was, bro, I'll never forget that, bro, because I was sore for like 2 weeks after that. But I remember scoring, and I remember getting up and kicking the conversion. But I remember running back, and I remember him saying, "Oh, good run, Uso." But there were guys that were older than me at intermediate that I used to look up to. And I was like, bro, these guys were the man, eh? Like, you know, to play against them when I got older, like, it felt like you need, like, you were holding your own. But yeah, bro, guys, they're like, you know, they're like the heroes of the playground back then, you know? Because, yeah, when he was at Henderson, Tom was at Henderson, they won the Western Zone and they won the Auckland. And that was for, like, I think it was the restricted grade. I think it was, like, under 55s. But there was a lot of guys from Henderson. They went on to play like first 15 rugby, and I remember I'll never forget them, eh? Because like, bro, I wish I could fit with them, but I didn't have the fools to go play with them, you know, because I knew I didn't want to get hurt. But as I got older, I was like, oh nah, so like, you know, you can sort of hold your own against these guys.
Yeah, I played like prop, so like I always looked up to the props, and I played with some good props, you know, Graham Tepiasi, like I mentioned before. Daniel Mahinoa, Junior Malo, like, bro, those dudes were gangster. But you know, the one dude that was quiet and like, bro, he was like solid. He had shades, like, I'm not trying to gas this guy, shades of olive brown, how straight his scrumming was. Sam Ioane.
Yo,
Solid, that guy was a quiet beast. Like, never like talked, you know what he's like, eh? That guy never talked it up, but man, he could scrum, eh? Just winning turnovers, especially like in my third to last year at Liston, and you know I was just a rookie in the first 15. So like, that guy was just unstoppable with the scrumming machine, eh? Just how straight his back was, you know, that technique.
Yeah.
Just perfect, eh? And he wasn't the biggest. He wasn't the biggest by far, but solid. That guy could out scrum anyone, eh? Yeah. He was with his curly hair back in the day.
Nah, man. Shout out to all those gummers who didn't quite make the paid careers, man, but obviously still hold a special place in our memories and our hearts, bro. Because without those guys, bro, club local footy wouldn't be what it is today, man. Like, I swear to God, bro. Like, yeah, just even hearing the rise of Faletoi Benny, man. Like, this is a dude who started down at Karaka, won 2 counties championships, came up to Auckland, won 2 up here. He's finally got his break with Moana, bro. But it's like, man, when you see the humble beginnings of someone who's obviously fallen out of the first choice of the Auckland guys, you know, and then now he's cracked it. It's like, very well done, man, and staying resilient and all that stuff.
Stories.
Hard, bro.
Stories, yo.
But like, there's plenty more, bro. You know, there's all those guys like, oh, nah, I have to go work for my wife and kids and stuff like that, or for my young family. But now you're right, bro. I remember when Sam cracked his 100 for Waitemata. I was like, bro, he's one of the youngest guys to do it, man, you know? But it's like always showing up every Saturday. Solid, nah, bro. That's solid, bro. Nah, Seki was for that shit. What do we got next? Fia Poko of the week.
Hard hit from behind and a hard fall straight down as a chair goes flying outside a Melbourne strip club. A shock twist was thrown by the victim's mate.
Oh,
can't help but laugh, suspecting the missile was meant for them. The two men had arrived at Bar 20 around 9:20 last night, but inside they were asked to leave. There was a scuffle with security before they were pushed out onto King Street. One of the men grabbed a bollard before seemingly changing his mind about using it as a bouncer moved in and moved him along. His mate came out moments later, down on the footpath, surrendering to the decision. But soon enough, he was back at the front door apologising, pleading to be let back in, unaware the other man was about to walk into a restaurant next door. Once he figured out how to get past the automatic door, he grabbed a new weapon from the dining room. Sarinya Kaushalad tried to stop him.
He just suddenly and asked for, can I borrow a chair? I tried to stop him as asking, is our shop chair, you cannot take it.
But he was determined for payback. He took it outside and flung it down. Bar 20 news, the men were ejected for being offensive to dancers and other staff. He said
This guy literally went next door to grab a chair and use it as a weapon. So like, he threw it, trying to get the bouncer. He actually knocked his own mate out. Oh, nah. Palang, you see. But that's not the funny part, was when his mate's unconscious and he's on the ground for like what seems like 30 minutes or 30 seconds, and he gets up, they then apologize to the security and they get the hell out of there. So like, and his mate, it was funny. It goes back to the camera where he grabbed the chair. He's like shaking his head. He goes, "Oh nah, oh shit, what did I just do?" Can't make that shit up, bro. It's Palangis for you, bro. Shit. You just stay home. Stay home, watch adult websites, man. Shit. This next one is Zuki. Now, this is the thing, bro. You can be musician and musically smart, but you can also be English stupid, eh? Like, Zuki here just gets she's just confused with what the word magician is and musician.
But you're a musician. So that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music. I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said.
No,
I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby. I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
I guess the lesson in that is he can have all the money in the world and still be stupid. I think that's the lesson from that video. Malazuki. And this one here, I had titled it "Oh Nah," and I feel bad for laughing. It's a guy who's got a cutlery shop. Was it when you make special sauces and mini cups, for high tea and all that stuff, and they get interviewed from a crew. Now I don't know who invited this crew, man. If this is your Shortland Street crew or is it like South Pacific motion pictures and shit. Now I want you to watch what happens. It's only like 20 seconds into the letting them in.
5 years of my life. Okay, cool.
Now look at the boom mic. The boom mic in the corner.
This mic. There's this microphone.
Boom mic. Gets caught on the fan. You cannot make this shit up. Gets caught on the fan and it starts going around and smashing all the cups inside that store. Damn. That's an expensive lesson for the guy holding the boom mic, man. If anyone's got any boom mic jobs for that guy, can you give him an email, please? Now this one here, I just couldn't know. Palangi say again, Palangi say. The lady, she ordered a pizza. She just kept going, bro. That's what it's called, and that's from what was it? Mo TV Theory. Like, I don't know. You cannot make this shit up.
And cut a pizza with no sauce or cheese on it. Knock it off. You're not going to take it back. They're going to come pick up the pizza because they brought it. I'm not stupid. I'm looking at it right in front of me. I know what breadsticks look like, and this is my breadsticks. Soggy dough at that. What?
So if you're confused by what's happened, she turned the pizza upside down and saw there was nothing on top of it, and then decided to ring the pizza shop and complain that there was just a box with nothing on it. Again, langi si. Us, ever see, bro? Pick one, Us. Pick one.
I
Pick
can't.
one.
Oh, wow.
This is me backing up too, bro. Bro, I don't know. I don't know who I'm angry at the most. I think I'm angry at the boom mic guy. Hey, one job, Us, one job. Just hold the mic still, man.
Nah, it's gonna be the guy that threw the chair and hit his mate. So,
I guess because I worked in town at one point in my life, bro. I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? Even if the guy threw it and his missus was standing there and he got his missus like, oh, sorry, hon. Shouldn't have stood there. I don't know.
They were all like brain killers, man. I'm not a musician. I make music. So,
bro, I watched that like 3 or 4 times because I didn't understand what she was saying. I was confused.
What do you mean you think? What do you mean you think that's ghetto? I do. Ghetto. I know.
So like, what a confidence, huh? Solid. I swear, bro, we gotta tell all these sort of things. Me uli palangi say, I don't know.
Man, my head hurts off of that.
Do you reckon 4-way tie? 4-way tie?
Yeah, that's a 4-way tie.
4-way tie for the first time,
the
bro,
cups,
ever.
Everything
In the history of Fia Poko of the week, we got a 4-way tie on Empty Out the Clip, ladies and gentlemen. Solid.
Wow, that's just, you can't think it. Like it's all Fia Pokos.
Nah, who was this? It all started with this one cup fight.
What you see here is 30 years of work.
Shit.
Bang bang. Oh, later.
Now, our 4-way tie to all our entries for the Fia Poko of the week, man. Ah, shit. Carry that shit, cuz. Nah, Seki Us, bro. That's pretty much wrapped up an episode, man. We'll get into some... Oh, actually, we might as well enter it now. Oh, sorry, our hacks of the week. Our life hacks of the week. Sorry, man. I didn't see that.
Yo.
A lot of kids grow up and they don't want anything to do with their parents, not because their parents didn't buy them enough stuff or missed any games or dance recitals, but it's because they felt like they smothered the hell out of them. They didn't raise a kid. They ran a program always pushing and trying to manage every inch of what that kid was. Some parents sadly don't love their kid as much as they love what the kid makes them look like. Good grades, good manners, good reputation, like the kid's a damn trophy. And the kids, they're not stupid. They feel it. They can feel it when love only shows up with a good report card or a good scoreboard or a great performance. If they can't decide when they grow up and disappear. Kids, they don't want a boss or a critic. They really want a parent more than anything. And if all they ever got was pressure, a lot of them will leave the second that they get free.
Opinions and life hacks for any parents who might be doing I think it's called helicopter parenting, eh? It's when you're hovering over your kids 24/7, not giving them the time to grow and become their own selves. Word to the WesWes, you got any advice for the hacks of life?
I think it's a hard one, eh? Like, if you do feel that situation, just talk to your parents. Hey, look, like, maybe this is not for me. I see the vision that you have for me, and it's always going to be at a high bar, but, I just don't know if I can reach it,
Very hard, eh?
Because you do feel it, like a lot of, especially Polynesian parents, they want us to be, like, in positions of high earning of money, be successful in this and whatnot. And then for girls, it's always to be the taupou, to be the best dressed, the well groomed. But man, sometimes those pressures can just eat away at our mental health. So I think with kids, especially in New Zealand, I think there's more of a pathway for us to talk to our parents more and be like, hey, look, I don't know if I can reach your dream, but this is the dream that I have. And if you have a good, honest chat with your parents, majority of the time they'll see your point of view, as long as it's not art. I know parents never they never support anything artistic. They struggle with that. But if you want to be a mechanic or whatnot, trades, a lot of parents will like concede to it. You just gotta talk. You just gotta be open.
To right, I think that's the word for that sort of upbringing, and if you're feeling that pressure as a parent and as a kid, is communication, man. That's the key. Is communicate how you might be feeling, communicate what you want for yourself, where you see yourself. I think we all grew up with that sort of trauma as kids, the expectation to be doctors, lawyers, and policemen, high-paying earning jobs. But I mean, I've seen it. I've seen the hovering, the helicopter parenting, and I've seen the what's it called, the narcissist parent. You pay for everything and expect them to just be, hey, I called you, come here. I've seen that, man, and it probably doesn't help. But it also goes back to our parents parented a certain way because that's all they knew. I mean, we can always use that excuse, but I mean, with us in this generation, we should be able to say we've got the tools to sort of be a bit better, wiser, smarter, just by communicating. Even though we're part of the digital age and the smartphone and the social media generation, man, just make it simple. Just teach your kids to not be afraid to say what's up. You know what I mean? As well as at the same time, keep them honest, keep them respectful. Make sure that they're not raising their voice at you as if they're talking to people on the street, man. Like inside the household, keep it respectful, but always let them know, man, they can speak to you, about anything. Like there should be no topic off the table, man. Just whatever they feel they can get off their chest, and because this will help them in the long run, This is the stuff that you don't want them to hold on to, and then they get older and they have episodes, So the earlier you do it, the better your relationship would be in the long term, man. And your kids probably won't ever want to turn away from you and not have anything to do with you, because they just be reminded by so many things, them trying to raise their own kids that they saw in the way you parented. So, yeah, man, communications is key,
Yeah. And for parents also, it's not necessarily breaking the cycle. It's trying to make it better. You know what I mean?
Yo.
It's not about destroying our foundations. It's building on top of it.
Yeah.
Building something positive on top of it. Yeah.
Nice, Oos.
Yeah.
Charles. Before we wrap up, Oos, I'm going to check in those two segments, Oos. The best of the week, bro. What's your best of the week? We call it the best of the week, You have to chuck it in there. What's your best of the week you listen to, Oos? Hey, bro, and any of the listeners, viewers, bro, go and listen to these bests, bro, and tell us what you think, man,
I forgot the name of the guy. I'll put in on the comments, but that Folded song?
Folded? No.
Yeah.
Who's, you don't know who
by
sings it?
Keilani?
Keilani. Folded. Nope, but I'm going to go download it after this.
Yeah, the version's good, but then there's so many remixes,
Yo.
I've been watching the Christian remix of it. Sicky.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's it.
So I'll post it in the chat.
Folded.
Yeah.
Folded
Keilani.
Okay, I'm going to run it back a bit to my last 3 weeks. But shout out to my walking crew. This has been our jam, bro, and that's Loms Brown Cruising. So man, that's been a jam, especially on the home street. You got the speaker in it, just start pluck it in the ting, ding, ding, ding. It's solid. Almost there, boys. We're on the home street, and it's pretty funny when we're all singing at the same time. And then when we're posting our stories, we're all using the same song as well. So yeah, my best for the week has to be Cruising Loves Brown, man. So give it a like, guys, if you think. Give us a comment as well, man. What you think?
Yo, sick.
And just to wrap up before we do our final words, Oos, our shots fired, bro. Give us your shots fired person for the week or episode or situation for this week, Oos.
Oh man, back to Rohit. Solid.
Rohit.
Turn your phone off.
To be a Rohit, man.
Come on, man. You don't auto accept every job, Oos. Come on, man. Just please turn your phone off when you go to sleep, because I don't want to wake up your wife. I don't want to wake up your dad. I don't want to wake up your whole family. I don't want to steal your kid's bike.
So that would be the first guy who called an Uber with a knocked on the guy's house. So, good on you. Did the same.
I was walking down random driveways to find this dude. I was on the path. And then when I looked at GPS, I found his house. I was knocking. But yeah,
Rohit, you thief. Stop being a thief.
Yeah, Rohit, come on, man. Peace and love. Turn your phone off.
Nice, Oos. My shots fired this week. bro, has to be the people driving on the road, right? So if you are going right in the flush medium, go and offer your car in the flush medium, bro. Don't hang like 2 or 3 feet of your car corner on the side of the painted line that people are gonna slow right down and not try and go around you, right? People who are turning left, offer your car as far left as you can, man. People are going to go places.
To the left.
This is why Kaiser says, man, they get into for road race, man. But you can't help it, man. When some people are parking stupid like that on the left, bro. Like, I can try to teach my daughter how to drive, and I keep telling her, just hold space in the middle of the lines, man. If you're in the middle of the lane, man, you ain't prone to getting hit by anyone, right? Just stay in the middle, bro. And if anyone hits you, hey, they obviously came into your lane.
Yep. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, people. Golly. Sicky, bro. That's one for the episodes, man. Let's do our last words, final words, bro.
Save. My last words to people was stay safe. Save anything you can. Like, save any kope, because it's election year this year. And, you know, things are going to be unpredictable. They're going to throw promises. They're going to throw tax cuts. But, you know, at the end of the day, money in the pocket is money well spent. So, sick.
Nice, bro. That's too right, man. My last words, man, don't forget to breathe, man. I mean, a lot of people be under the pump. It's been hot. People be short-tempered and just short in general. But yeah, man, if you find yourself getting a bit flustered or even like just uncertain, don't forget to breathe, man. I heard Tegan talk about it, man. Her dad used to tell her the same thing. Take a 4-second deep breath in. Hold it for 4. Breathe out for 4. And reassess the situation, man. Is it really worth getting worked up over? Man, 9 times out of 10, it probably isn't, man. So yeah, just don't forget to breathe, man. I'll leave you with that, man. You know what it is. Get it late in the level.
Nice.
Charles. Man, we're doing good for time, bro. We are very good for time, Oos. It's the one thing I left cussing with, bro. It's my time management. How about them apples? Seki, man. So if you came made it this far, man, give us a like, subscribe, and share. Show some love for the WesWes Network, man. Me and the Leti and Eddie here, just 2 brothers out here in the neighborhood, giving our Pacifica point of view and one shot in the retraction, man. Seki, man, also, bro. Pleasure, bro. It's been a good episode. Good to see you today, too, Usen. Nice awful there, bro.
Yo. Shot for the sponsorship, man.
You can finish us off, Uso.
Alright. Let's gut you that shit, cuz.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Charles.